Let's just wait for like till 6 2 for everyone to join, okay? And then we'll start.
Yeah. Hi Jay, good evening.
Good evening, Sai.
Good evening, Jay. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Bibu. Okay, it's 6 3. I don't see a lot of people joining today.
Good evening, Jay.
Good evening. Okay, guys. We have waited for 5 minutes, so let's just better start. Okay, cool. I'm quickly going to start sharing my. Okay. Alright. So these are all the questions that with this question. Oh, what happened? I selected the question. It's not visible. Okay. Guys, is my internet alright? I'll just quickly change it to 5 gigahertz. Okay. Guys, please confirm if I'm audible.
Yes, Jay. You are.
Okay. Screen's visible clearly?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. If there is any, network issue or anything, do let me know. Okay.
Yes, Jay.
Okay. Give me a second. I have to put this bar somewhere. Fine. So, who wants to go first? So, the first question is display every patient's first name. Okay. Order the list by the length of each name and then by alphabetically. So, who wants to go first? Guys?
Jay, I think I'll take it.
Yeah, yeah, please.
Okay. So Jay, select first name
Yes. Um, Select first name
from patients.
from patients.
Uh, order by
Yes.
name. Order by first name.
First name. Okay. Length of first name. Correct.
Yes.
Yeah. So, see, we can't, give up with the order that the question has given. I can't write order by first name and then order by length of first name. Okay. So, first order the list by length and then first name it says. So, what I'll do is I'll do order by length of first name, comma, first name. Okay. Length of first name is something that we use to, get the length of each name.
Yes.
When I run this, I get an answer that is starting with EL, Al, then Bo, Kai, Ed, Joe, right? Ab, Abby, Aki, Amy, right? Anna, Art. All right, everyone, understood?
Yes, Jay.
Hmm.
Yeah, no questions for this, right? Okay, cool. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. So, okay, we'll move on to the next question now. Okay, so the next question is you guys decide who wants to take that up. Okay, guys, the whole, thing again here is to try wherever you're stuck, I will help you out. Okay, the whole thing is, you should be able to answer it. Okay, better I'll take this later. You guys can take up. Okay, cool. Show the total amount of male patients and the total amount of female patients in the patients table. Okay. Now they want us to display the two results in the same row. Ignore this statement. Okay. Ignore this statement for now. Can anyone give me a query to display total number of male patients? Can anyone do that?
Yes, Jay.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Let's go. Who wants to do it?
I'll try it.
Yeah. Yeah. Please.
Select
Yes.
count
Exactly. I'll just put count star. Okay. Okay.
gender is equal to M.
From patients, right?
Yeah, from patients.
From patients. Okay.
Um, having gender is equal to M.
Uh, Not needed, bro. We can just write where gender equals to m. That's it.
Oh, I got confused with aggregate functions actually.
Okay. See, when you're using something else with this aggregate function, right? If I'm counting something and then I'm also displaying the city names, then I will use group by and having. Okay.
Oh,
Here, I just want a count. See, I just want the count. That's it. Right. So no need of grouping it.
uh,
Yeah.
where gender is equal to M as male patients.
Yeah. Here I'll put it as male patient. Okay. Here you have to put it.
Oh,
Okay. I got the male patient. Good. Now, can someone give me the query to find out the female patients?
It should be again just we need to change male to female from the above.
Exactly. Yes. Right. So instead of M, I'll do F. Okay. Now, if I run this,
In the sixth line, you should change it to female patients.
yes. So when I run this, I'll get the female patients. Okay. Now I have a patient and a female patient's query. Okay. All I need to do is very easy. Okay. Now, select. I'll do select. Okay. Then for this, I'll do like this, comma, open bracket, close bracket. Okay. Now here I'll write as male patients, I'll write outside so that this whole query is male patient. Okay. And that's why, I was not actually insisting on writing the alias right now, but it's fine. Okay. Okay. See, now if I just run this male patient, female patient, there are two queries. Okay. Query number one, query number two. All we did is we wrote a select outside. Inside the select, query number one, I gave it as column one. And then I put a comma to write my query number two. That's it, guys. As easy as that. Everyone understood?
Okay,
Mm,
in line number 4 and line number 9, put a alias. Is that required?
No, you can take this off if you want. It's actually not required because we have to put the alias outside now. Okay. But you guys insisted, so I put it. But it doesn't actually make any, it doesn't add any value. So no issues with that.
It was showing the same number, right? When we did not add as male patient in the sixth and 11th line.
Yeah.
It was showing the same counts, right?
Yeah.
But the question is to display the two result in the same row. The same row
Yeah. In the
column.
same
Okay,
row,
okay.
right?
Yeah, yeah. True, true. Correct. Okay. So earlier, was it showing in the same, like in the column? Like,
No, there were two different this queries. See, one is this
uh,
and one is this. Okay, all you have to do is you have to show it in a same row. That was your challenge. Okay, see, display two results in the same row is the challenge.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, for that we wrote two separate queries. We put a comma in between, and outside I just wrote select. And I told my compiler that this is one column and this is other column.
Okay, okay.
Everyone understood?
Jay,
Yes,
one doubt.
yes.
Yes.
Can you show the same thing while using some key?
Okay. Let's do that. Okay. See, again, the approach with sum is very easy. Okay. See, all you have to do is select, then I'll do sum. Okay. Inside the sum, okay, inside the sum, I'll write gender is equals to yum. So this is a condition, okay? Wherever it finds gender as yum, it will count them. Wherever it doesn't find gender as yum, it will not count there. Okay. For the same, I'll do the same for F, that is female. Okay. And we are getting all this data from what table? Patients table, right? From patients. Okay. Now I'll just put an alias. I'll just put as, let's do male count, comma, let's do female count. Okay. This is it. See. So what we did here is inside the sum function, I wrote a condition that is gender is equals to male. So wherever in the patient's table, it will find gender is equals to male, right? Wherever it finds gender equals to yum, those are the only things that it will count. And then it will sum up. Understood, guys?
Understood.
Yes, yeah.
Everyone got it?
Yes, Jay.
Okay. So my suggestion here would be stick to the first approach. Although the second approach, we all know that it's just like a two-line approach, but subquerying is important. All right. So better stick to this approach. Okay, cool. See again, all queries that we'll be solving, uh, they're all same. Okay, just that each and every query has some logic that you have not come across yet. Okay, that's the only thing. So those are the things that I will be teaching you guys. Okay, cool. Now this is an easy question. Who wants to take this up? Show first and last name allergies from patients which have allergies to either penicillin or morphine. Okay, show results ordered ascending by allergies, then by first name, then by last name.
I'll take this.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, it's written here. So, select first name,
Hmm.
last name, comma allergies
Okay,
from patients,
from patients. Okay,
where allergies is equal to
where allergies is equals to,
penicillin,
okay,
or it's written in the sentence as well. Or allergies is equal to morphine.
okay. So give a sec. Penicillin or
Or
allergies is equals to morphine, right?
morphine. Yes. Now it is asking us to order it in ascending and in order. Order descending by allergies, then by first name, then by last name.
Yes.
So the order by allergies,
Order by allergies.
ascending, I mean ASC.
AC you don't need to write.
Okay, and
By default, it's AC, right? So
then it will be just like comma first name, last name.
exactly. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Okay, it's a perfect answer. Now, because it's allergies or morphine,
Hmm.
instead of writing where allergy is equals to penicillin or allergy is equals to morphine,
Hmm.
what we could have done is we could have written allergies in penicillin, comma morphine. Okay. Now that is also a approach. Okay.
Okay. Hmm.
Everyone else understood,
Yes.
guys?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. See, one of the other things is allergy is equals to penicillin, comma. You put morphine here, you write here in. Okay. Do the brackets like this. Think of this whole thing. Okay. So you can either do this or you can do this. Okay. Now that is up to you. What do you want to do? Okay. So, for optimization purposes, this is great. But if you ask me, what should I stick to with, then I would say go with this because you'll have less confusions there. Okay. But, if you know both the things, right? Then if they are asked in the interview, go to this thing, but also tell them that we can do this using OR, but this is more optimized. All right, guys, cool. We are going good.
Jay, one doubt
Yes,
in this.
yes.
The output that we get, it is
Uh-huh.
sorted in alphabetical order, first with respect to allergies column, then last first name column, and then last name column.
Exactly, Sai. So, first, in the morphine, right? In the morphine allergies, okay? See, if you see, we are only looking for morphine and penicillin. So, in M and P, M will come first, right? So, M has come first. So, all the morphines are at the same place. Okay?
Yeah,
Yeah. So, entering inside morphine, if you see, first name and then last name. That's how it's um ordered. Okay. So, if I just show you someone with the same name. Yeah, if you see here, Abby, okay, penicillin is the first thing that he was ordered with, then Abby, and in Abby, if you see, Dax and Nesmith. So D is first, and after that, N comes, right? So in the last name, because we have ordered it last, okay, that's how this works.
okay,
Yeah, even if you see here, Adam, see H, L, and M.
okay, got it.
Okay, cool.
Jay, one doubt.
Yes, bro.
Jay, in the last line, what if we give confusing values to the compiler? Like allergies if you want in ascending and first name in descending and
Mhm.
last name again in ascending, then won't the compiler get confused or it will figure out and it will.
No, the compiler will not get confused because see, um, the whole thing of a compiler is if it can build it, okay, if the script can be built or it can be compiled, that means if there are no syntax errors, if there are no errors with the names or columns, then you give as many conditions, as many order bys, group bys you want. Okay, it will not get confused. It will give you an output. Okay,
Yes.
okay. So compiler will not get confused, but you can write a complex query to make it slow. Okay. But then you can optimize that complex query to make the compiler run faster. Okay. So imagine if you're just browsing, let's say if you're browsing Amazon and you search for shoes. Okay. You click on shoes. Now in the filter section, you go and click on Adidas and click on apply. Okay. So now you're like running a query where brand is equals to Adidas. That's the query, right? It has to be instant. If not, then if it's taking like 30 seconds to do all that thing, then the loser will lose the interest, right? So how much of a complex the query is, you have to figure out a way to make it run faster and make it smoother and optimized. Okay. So if you see in Workbench also, it was showing us how much time did it take to execute a query, right? That's why it shows. That's why it's very important. Cool. To the next one then. Yes, guys.
Yes, Jay, yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So here's your question. Show patient ID diagnosis from admissions. Find patients admitted multiple times for the same diagnosis, it says. So who wants to give it a try?
I want to
Yeah, yeah, please.
select patient ID,
Yes. Yes.
diagnosis
Okay.
uh, from admissions,
From admission table. Yeah, perfect.
where
Where
count star
count of star.
no, count of diagnosis is greater than one.
Okay.
Not sure.
Oh, no problem, bro. It's completely okay. Okay. So first we'll run this. Okay. Now, number one thing I have cleared it up with you guys is in the where. Okay. In the where, you cannot use an aggregate function. Correct? Yes.
Yes, Jay.
Nice.
Okay. Cool. But this logic is correct. So we want to use count of diagnosis is greater than one. So instead of where, we need to have having, right? Okay, now this is sorted, but even when I run this, it doesn't run because when I'm using having, I need to combine it with group by. So all I will do is, guys, just write group by and literally copy paste this whole thing. I'm grouping it by patient ID and diagnosis, and I'm writing having count of diagnosis greater than one. Because I want to use having count of diagnosis greater than one, I need to have group by. Okay, that's the whole reason I am doing it group by here. That's it. See? Yes, understood?
So when we are using having group by is mandatory.
Yes. So when you're using having right, you have to combine it with group by because you're grouping the diagnosis. That's why you're able to use having count of diagnosis. Otherwise, you'll not be able to use it. Okay. Your whole logic was correct. The only thing is instead of where, we have to use it with having. Okay. And because we have to use it with having, that's why we have to also write a group by function.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. Everyone else, how is it? Good.
Yes, yes, we understood.
Okay. Get the all apps plan for 1916 per month. Premium Okay. So this is by Adobe. 20 creative apps, infinite possibilities. Photoshop, Express, Premium Pro, nice. Okay, cool. Coming back. Guys, anyone, any questions? All clear with this? Okay, I can see that you guys are able to build the logic, okay, but it takes a little bit of practice of understanding where, what to use, how to use it, okay. That you will develop it with time, okay. It doesn't happen in single day or 4 or 5 classes, all right. Cool, let's move on to the next question now. Guys, who has one-on-one today?
Major. Pawan.
Okay, okay, Pawan, cool. It almost skipped my mind, so okay. Okay, so here's the question, okay. Show the city and the total number of patients in the city. Order from most to least patients, and then by city name ascending. Who wants to try it up? Anyone, guys?
Mm.
Yes.
Select
Yeah. Please. Okay. Select
city,
city,
comma count of
count of
star
star.
as the total number of patients.
Okay. As I'll just do num of patient. Okay.
Patients.
Okay.
Uh, uh,
Mm.
from
From.
patient
Mm. Yes. From patient table. Okay.
ordered by
Order
ordered
by.
by num patients
Yes.
uh,
Num
descending
patients.
descending
Num patients descending.
comma city
Mm.
ascending city.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Good. Very good. Okay. Now the small modification is, see, we are using count as an aggregate function with a constant thing that is city, right? So let's group it by city, correct?
Yes, yes.
Yes, okay. That's it. Cool. Okay, num patient. That's it. See, Hamilton 1938. Okay. If I don't group it, okay, it will show me the total number of, see, it will show me one city and total number of patients. Okay. So to
Okay.
solve this, we will group it by city so that it will show me all the cities and the number from each city. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And it is showing me highest to lowest and then city names. So basically, here, yeah, until and unless the number is not same, this won't make sense because here the number is same. The city is first Cambridge and then Dundas. Okay. Cool. Okay, a lot of same things. So yeah, makes sense.
Jay, I have a
Uh,
doubt though.
yes.
So according to my understanding, when we use count function, if
Mm,
we put star in it, it will count all the values, even null values.
yes. Uh, no, not the null values.
Okay. So I have a little confusion on when to use count in brackets in specific, like count patient's ID, or when to use count star. Like, is there any specific a reason why we put like a column name in that?
Yeah. So see, let's just say that I want to know the total number of patients. Now the same situation, right? Here I'll use star, or here I can also use patient ID, something that is not null. Okay. So patient ID will not be null because it's a primary key. Okay, primary key in the sense, like your Aadhaar card, correct? So if Aadhaar card exists, the person has to exist. Or if a person exists, the Aadhaar card has to exist, right? So here, what we do is instead of using the primary key, so if I just put patient ID here, it will remain the same. Okay, see. Okay, but sometimes what happens, there's no primary key in the table. Okay, so if I take first name, there's a possibility that first name might be null, maybe because of a wrong validation of data, right? So in that case, we use star. If even if the first name is null, maybe there's some value in last name or in his date of birth, so that we can count it. Understanding?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So, see, there are two rules in count. Okay. While counting, either you go with star to not miss anything, or if there is a primary key. Okay. A primary key means if there is any unique value to each and every patient, right? Like this, then you go count the primary key, either the primary key or the star. Okay.
I was getting confused because in every query we are just like putting off count star. So I
Hmm.
had confusion how will compiler know which table to count and which where because we are not specifying it. So I had
Okay.
confusion.
Acha, acha. Okay. See, if compiler finds a single value in any of the columns, right, it will count it. Okay. That's why we either stick with primary key or the star, because we don't want to miss anyone. Correct.
Yes, yes.
So here, if I try to count it using allergies, some of them don't have allergies, if you remember, right? Some of them, see, it's null. So if I just try counting it with allergies, then the null ones won't be counted. So it won't make sense.
Rajat, I have one.
Yes, Pawan?
For star, if we
Hmm.
know the exact column as a primary key, then only we need to mention that column name.
Yes,
Otherwise, we put
exactly.
it as a star, right?
Exactly, bro. Yes. Okay. Any more questions, guys? Guys, any
Jay,
questions?
I'm
Uh-huh.
clear with the query, the original query for this question.
Uh-huh.
But I'm not understanding the output. Can you show me the output for this question?
Yeah.
So first it will order from descending order with the number of patients, right?
Yes.
Okay, this
See,
looks good. And
larger to
then by
lower.
city name ascending.
Yes. So let's say some of the cities have same number of patients, right? So let's just take this 14. See, all these cities have 14 people in total. Here, if you
Okay.
see BCOSW, see?
Okay, so when there is a common number of patients, only there it will, order by the alphabetical order, right?
Yes, because it's prioritized second.
Okay, got it, Jay. That
Okay,
was the
cool.
confusion.
Yeah. So that's why, guys, the prioritization is important. However, the question says it, that's how you're going to prioritize it. Okay. Yes. No.
Yes, Jay. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Everyone, others, anything else?
Understood.
Okay, okay, okay. Cool. Now, let's just go to the next question. We'll finish the session by, whenever we have one on one side, we'll have like 45 minutes of session and 5-10 minutes of one on ones. Okay. So, we are almost in the middle, right? So good one, guys. But I don't know. I think Biswajit said that he will just be watching the recordings. Other than that, I see the whole participation has been very less Friday and today.
We'll see tomorrow. I think tomorrow they might join, and then we'll see.
Cool, cool, cool.
Today I called Shekhar.
Uh-huh.
Saying he might be traveling, maybe. Not sure. He might be coming back to Bangalore.
Okay, okay. Rohit was also there, right?
Hmm.
Okay, cool.
Rohit, not called them.
Um, okay. See, if you personally ask me, okay,
Hmm.
like the less the participation, I don't have to worry about a lot of things. But ethically, if you ask me, then it's not right because you guys are paying money, right? For the live classes. If you want the recorded classes, you'll literally get them for free, guys, on YouTube, right? You're paying the whole thing for, to get live classes and get all the doubts clarified on the spot, right?
True.
So that's why I'm a little, concerned. That's it. Okay. Give me one sec. Did I share the, video of how to download MS Office for free and, activate the product key with you all
Mm,
earlier?
I did that, but after 1 month, it did not work. It completely, like, all the options got froze. So I had to go back to 2013, for which I had the license.
Okay, how did you do that? Because I did not share any video, I think, right?
You did share.
Is it?
Yeah.
The one where download the customization tool, that one, right?
Yes, yes, that one only. Thank.
Oh,
Bro,
okay.
I also followed your video only. It's working for me. No problem.
हाँ भाई वो
No.
और 15 दिन रुक जाए पता लगे देखो.
No, bro. I've been using from last 2 years.
I don't know. It did not give any option to put any keys or something.
It will not give you any option to put any keys because the whole version you are using is a. I think you did something wrong, Bibu. Otherwise, I have been using it from 2 years. My friends have been using it from a long time. We all use the preview version. It shouldn't be an issue because from Microsoft itself, preview version is free.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, try to uninstall and better, try it again.
Yeah, I'll try once more. No problem.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay.
You
Someone was
can.
asking me from the other batch, so I just asked.
You
If you
did
want,
send us. You can if you can share it again, just share it
yeah,
because
yeah.
I remember that you shared us in the group itself, but I don't know, I'm not able to find it again.
Cool, cool. I shared it with you again. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Hmm.
Okay, cool. Hmm. Just as someone asked me right now, so I was just getting some clarification from you people. Okay, cool. Now, the next question is show the first name, last name, and role of every person that is either patient or doctor. The roles are either patient or doctor. Okay. So for this question, I think we have to go with Okay, no, this is actually very easy. Okay, cool. But there's a new concept, okay, in this. Okay, now forget everything. I'm just asking a simple question for you. I just want the first name and last name and patient in the roll column, okay, for all my patients. Do you guys, know how to do that?
In the
I'll, sh-
roll column, you want?
yeah, we want the roll column. We don't have it in patients, table, but we
Mm,
just want to show it for this query. Cool. I'll show you,
mm,
okay? I'll show you something. So when I do select 20 plus 5, see, I got an answer that is 25. Okay. So when I do select doesn't need a table to, show anything. When I do 20 plus 5, a clear mathematical function, it gives me 25. Okay.
mm.
So let's just do select first name, last name, right?
Then roll as well, I think.
Yeah, you're somewhere right. You're somewhere right. Okay. See, select first name, last name from patient.
Uh,
Correct. Now we know because we have taken all this data from patients, these all are our patients. Correct.
Correct.
Yeah. So you know what I'll do? I'll just put a comma and I'll by default write patients. So this is my custom input. Okay. Now everywhere I get patients. See?
Okay.
Okay. Now all I can do is I can put an alias as role here. Yes, first name, last name, and the role is patient.
Yes. Mm.
Okay, cool. Now, can you help me do it for doctors?
Same again, like
What will
comma.
change?
Nothing for doctors we need to write, right? Like the select first name, last name, doctors as role.
Yeah, from doctor's table, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So we are getting all this data from doctor's table. So we know that they are doctors. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now all you got to do is just write in between union all. Okay, that's it. So union all basically means you are going to mix the output of this and this. That's it. Okay.
Mm.
See all the patients somewhere in between. There will be doctors also. Okay, why am I not finding any doctor? Yeah, at the last. Okay, because there are very less doctors, right? So,
Okay, I have a question here. Mm.
mhm,
Like we write select first name, comma, last name. Can we
mhm.
do it like from patients, comma, doctors? Could we do that? Like, is there an option like that?
Oh no, you cannot do that.
No, right?
So yeah, you can. If you want to use two tables, then you'll have to use joins. If you're not using joins, then we cannot, put patients, comma doctors.
Okay.
Okay.
So my basic logic was to like, select first name, last name,
Mm-hmm.
uh, from the patients and doctor's table, like two from we are finding it from two tables,
Mm-hmm.
and then where the first uh, what is that? Where the role is equal to patient and role is equal to doctor, something like
Hmm.
that.
Yeah. Where if the data is taken from patient's table, then assign them
Uh,
the patient role. Or if it takes from doctor's table, assign them doctor role. Yeah. But no, uh, in SQL, the whole, because this is a scripting language,
mhm,
it has a lot of limitations. Now, if you go to Python, okay, or Java, right? These are all
mhm,
coding languages. Now, there are no limitations there. The only limitation there is your imagination, right? Other
yeah,
than that, anything can be built.
mm,
Yeah, but if you just take a look at, scripting languages, any scripting language, there is, you have a lot of limitations on the logic and the thing you want to build, right?
Hmm.
Okay, everyone understood the union all?
One more thing. So,
Yes.
example here, if we are not able to take two tables, can we use the whole database?
Yeah, you can.
Like
Oh,
from this database, like select.
no, no,
Huh?
no, no. No, you cannot do that.
No. Okay.
You'll have to write, let's say that database has 4 tables, right? You'll have to write the statement for each and every table.
Okay.
So basically, your SQL query, it doesn't work on the database level. It works on the table
Table
level.
level.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there are commands, okay, DDL, DCL, DQL, and DML. There are 4 types of commands. Okay, so that is data transaction, okay, data manipulation. So it depends on what hierarchy you're actually, uh, you know, wait, SQL. Yeah, yeah. See, DML, TCL, DCL, DQL. Okay. So if
Hmm.
I just quickly show you guys this, okay, cool. See, okay. So look, you are, working somewhere here. If you see DDL, that is the
This is
thing where
somewhere
you
we're
deal
working, I
with.
think. Create,
No,
alter, drop, truncate.
no, we are working with the DML.
DML, yes.
Yeah. So DDL is, somewhere you create the table, or this,
Creating the whole database kind of thing.
not the database. This deals on the table. Okay, the skeleton of table.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So here you will only deal with the table. Here
Hmm.
you'll deal with the data of the table.
Yeah.
Okay. Then DCL is, where you will deal with who gets how much of access.
Hmm.
Okay, that is data control language. Okay, so DDL is data definition language where you define your table. DML
Hmm.
is data manipulation language. That means where you deal with, all the data inside the table.
Hmm.
DCL go with data control language. That means who has how much of control on the data. And lastly, you deal with TCL, that is transaction control language. Here, if we cannot actually do commit rollback and save print here. But if you see, when you're doing something, you want to save all the changes, right? So to
Hmm.
save
Hmm.
them, we use commit. If something goes wrong, we do control Z. The same way, to go back to the last commit, you can use rollback and this save print also. But not needed of TCL much right now because we DAs don't deal with these things. Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool, guys. I mean, like, we are up with time. I have one-on-one as well. So, okay. Any discussions? Any questions? Anyone?
Jay, if time permits,
Haha.
can you explain this query once again? This was a total bouncer for me,
Oh, yeah, bro. Sure.
if you have time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. See, number one, what we did is we got all the information from patient's table. Okay. That is first name and last name, correct?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Then we created our own column called role. In that role, the data we are giving is patient. That's it. Okay. So if I just run this query, right, we get first name and last name from all the first name and last name are from patient's table. And if you see, role is consistently patient, 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 patient everywhere because that is what we have given it here. Correct.
Okay.
The same way we did it for doctors. When we are taking the data from doctor's table, first name and last name, we gave them the role. We created a new column called role and gave a data as doctor. Okay. Now, when you create these columns, this doesn't actually affect the actual table. Okay. When I go back to the actual table, it is still the same. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, this is just a query. This is a view, a virtual table. Okay. It doesn't affect the actual table. So now I have 2 tables, data from patients table and the role is patients, data from doctors table and the role is doctors. Now I want to combine both the queries. So I'll write something called union all. So what union all will do is it will combine the output of this and the output of this in the same table. So when I run the whole query, I'll get all the patients. And if I go to the last page, at the end, I'll get all the doctors also.
Bro, here is my question. So
Uh-huh.
in the first line, you have written
Mm-hmm.
patient as role, right? And in the
Yes.
fourth line, you have written doctor as role. So there
Yes.
will be two tables for role now next to each other.
Um,
First name, last name, role, and one more role column where it will in the first role column it will display patients, and the second role column it will display doctors. ऐसा होना चाहिए.
no, see, the roll column is same here, correct?
Yeah.
If I write roles here, then if you see, this will not, it won't be an union. Okay. Now it shouldn't.
भाई
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell this.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
साई भाई देखिए जो फर्स्ट दो लाइन है ना, इसमें खाली
हम्म.
जे ने क्या किया, सेलेक्ट किया फर्स्ट नेम लास्ट नेम और पेशेंट टेबल से सेलेक्ट किया, ठीक है? तो मतलब
Okay.
खाली पेशेंट्स को सेलेक्ट करके उसको रोल कर दिया, ठीक है? उसको मतलब रोल बना दिया कि इट्स अ सेपरेट एंटिटी फ्रॉम वन टेबल।
No,
फिर
no.
जो है ना,
So no, Sai knows that concept. So what he's asking is, here I have created the role column, and
हाँ,
here I have created the role column again. Then
हाँ,
why are there no two role columns? He's asking. Okay,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's a yeah, yeah,
ओके
yeah.
ओके
So
ओके ओके।
cool. That's a
I
very
thought that
valid.
should be 4 columns.
Yeah, that's a very valid question. See, now if you see here, role and role both are same, correct?
Yeah.
यस।
Okay. Now if we go into the union all function, so according to size logic, obviously that makes sense. He wants role to be twice. According to that, even first name and last name should be twice. Yes,
Yes, correct.
because yeah. So why it doesn't happen is, when we are using union all, the rule is we have to make sure that the column names are same. See, or or it should be the same sequence. Okay, if here it's f name. Okay, let's say here if it's f name, make sure that first name and f name are on the first sequence. In the second sequence, there's last name and last name, and then role in the third sequence. Okay, then
Okay.
union all will not make any separate columns for that. In the same column, this query has 3 columns, correct? 1, 2, and 3.
Right.
यस।
This query has also 3 columns.
Right.
So what it will do is, all the data from first column here and all the data from first column here will be in the same column. Same way, second column's data same, third column's data in the same column. Okay.
ओके
Yeah. So union all will, that's the whole work of union all.
ओके
Understood? Yeah.
Okay.
So if I have 4 columns here, right, then what it will do is it will just add one more column and show me the data, and it will mix the first 3 columns from both the tables.
Yeah, correct. I was expecting that only as the output.
Exactly. Now you know, right? How does a union all work?
Yes, got it.
Yeah. So the whole concept of union all is to, do what are we seeing right now? That is, combine the output depending on the sequence of a column.
Ajay, one small doubt.
Yes.
So I was thinking we'll use group by. Like if all are in the same table, we would have used group by, right?
Um, no, we don't use group by. No aggregate functions now. Why do we need group by?
Oh, understood. Understood.
Yeah. Here we are not using any aggregate functions, no calculation. So no group by needed.
I will give you for this, for example, if one table serial number 1 to 10 and another
Yes.
table 11 to 20,
Hmm.
then we need to combine. For that, we need to use union all.
Exactly.
So that's and the output will be 1 to 20. It will return that exact
Exactly. Yes.
back.
Yes, yes, yes. Perfect. Yes. That's what union all does. It just, combines two queries or two tables together. Understood, guys?
Yes, Jay.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Everyone clear?
Yeah.
Clear.
Okay, okay, guys. Cool then. So if everything is clear, I would request Pawan to stay in the call and everyone else can drop off. I'll just finish my one-on-one with him. Cool.
Sure, Jay. Bye.
Okay, okay,
Thank
guys.
you,
Thank
Jay.
you so
Bye bye.
much. Bye bye. Have a great day ahead. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. So okay, Pawan. So I'll just stop the recording because we don't record one-on-one sessions. Is that okay?
Yeah, okay.